Juventus è in vantaggio! Sciacquatevi la bocca! Leonardo Bonucci, la Juve in gol!
Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are doing well, I hope you are ready, because today we will speak a bit about Juventus Torino, because tomorrow is an important game. We'll speak about the probable lineup, we'll speak a bit about Mercato, but also a kind of Q&A. What do you want to know? Why? Because it's already a few times that I'm not doing the normal live without doing the post game, because you know that I was live, of course, after the game versus Atalanta. So we'll try to catch up with all the news, with all the questions that you have. So first, let me say hello to all the people in the chat, because that's important, because if you were not there, I would talk to myself alone, and that's not good. So let's say hello to the first one that was in the chat today, my great friend Stavros GJustjuve, that is here since really long time. Ciao Stavros. Who do we have? We have Bogdan. Ciao Bogdan. Mamma mia, Beppe is live, and he's saying another sleepless night. Well, no, I don't have a rush today, that's true, but will we stay some hours? No, it makes no sense to stay hours and hours and hours. Can't wait for tomorrow. Dusan will be great tomorrow. I can't wait to see Dusan. I'm thinking as well that he will score. I'm sure he will score tomorrow. I feel it. I feel that Dusan tomorrow, boom boom, he will go for it. Ciao Dan Barile, who's saying that Pogba and Zaniolo will join Juventus. Will be tough. Ciao Syed, who's saying Beppe, we want to see Zaccaria, Loca and McKennie. That will probably not happen tomorrow. We have Pavel, we have Philip Rosada, we have again I want to say Pogba, it's Bogdan. Ciao Kebab, ciao Robin, ciao Jack, who's saying Cristiano. Antonio is there in the chat as well. Alexander, Lars Vercelli, Grande Pepe, according to that Tottenham channel. Hey, yeah, it's true, they call me like that now in Tottenham. They call me Grande Pepe. I don't know at the end of the season if they will still like me, if they will see how Kulusevski and Bentancur will perform. If they will not reach Champions League, probably they will not call me Grande Pepe anymore, but at the moment we'll try to enjoy that. Ciao George Ehrenman, Donald, who's there as well, Thomas Makluf, who is always there. Ciao a tutti. We have Robin van der Vorst and Philip Rosada. Ciao Abi, and ciao Aman. You know that Aman is the one that is making all the emotes in the chat, and every time that I need him for something, he's there. He's giving a lot of support. But let me say hello also to Cecilia, who was, and I remember you, the very first member of the channel. Grande Cecilia, I hope you are doing well. So guys, what are we speaking about? Ciao Mohammed. What are we speaking about? The lineups. What do you want to speak about? Lineups. Do you want to speak about tomorrow? Do you speak about the Mercato? Do you want to speak about whatever you want? I don't know. You have to let me know so that we can start speaking about whatever you want, because today you lead the chat. You decide and we go. So put the question that you want and we go. Maybe we can go to the Romeo Agresti lineups. That can be a good one. Ciao fino alla fine. Ciao Ninib. Ciao Bogdan again. Paul Enrico Costa Dimas. Ciao to everyone. So George has a first question. Let's start with the first question before going to the lineups and speaking about Juve. What is the question of George? Beppe, I have a question. Do you still have faith in Arthur? Hernanes said that he believes in his potential. Good question to start. Absolutely yes. Ciao Rise and Cross, my friend Rise and Cross. I love Rise and Cross, by the way, my great friend from a Twitch channel of Juve. So, do I believe in our friend Arthur? Yes, I believe in him. Absolutely, I was one of his first supporters. I have to say that after 1 year and a half, I was expecting more for Arthur. I forgive him a bit last season. Why? Because it was a different football. He came with a back injury, and then he had that ankle injury, if I'm not wrong, that ankle injury that he had to have a surgery also in the beginning of the year. So it was a difficult season last year. From the moment that we saw the peak of Arthur, understanding the football calcio from Pirlo, and when he was in form, he offered really beautiful performances. It was between January and February, before the big flop of Juve, before the downfall of Juve last season. So that was about Arthur, and then this season, of course, I was forgiving him the time that he was not playing with Juve. Now, do I have am I a bit sad that I didn't see more for Arthur? Absolutely, yes. Do I believe that he can continue playing at Juve? He has a few months now to show. He already showed some glimpses of Arthur from his qualities. And I believe in the single player. Now, if you are asking me, Pepe, do you believe in Zaccaria, Arthur, and Locatelli all together? Probably not. Not today. Maybe in 1 month, maybe in a few games. Yes, because I still believe that can be potentially the best trio in our midfield, with Locatelli box to box on the left, with Zaccaria box to box on the right, and with Arthur in the middle. Now we have one problem. A luxury problem. We'll call it a luxury problem. The luxury problem at the moment is that McKennie is on fire. He understood really well how Allegri wanted him to play. He's doing it. He's offering a lot of solutions. He's playing also probably his best game versus Atalanta in terms of tacticism, where to play on the field, and he's doing it quite well, and that's why, and probably why, at the moment Allegri saying, hey, if I have a McKennie that is in that shape, I can't say no to him for the important games. But Arthur and McKennie together is maybe a bit more difficult. Also because Locatelli is maybe a bit tired for that role of box to box. Because he has to run a lot, because he arrived at Juventus where he had to carry our midfield for a long part of the season. So probably that's the problem. So that's why I believe that at the moment we will not see Arthur, Locatelli and McKennie together. In the future, maybe 1 or 2 games, but I believe that then Zaccaria will play next to Arthur and Locatelli. That's what I believe. But he will have to show us. He will have to show us. Grande Ryzen. Ciao Roberto Camranella, who's there as well. The lineups for Sicilia, so let's go for the lineups in a few seconds. Ciao Hosar, ciao Beppe. I was waiting all day to tell you I bought the Juventus versus Villarreal tickets, and I will finally watch a Juventus game live. My dream since I started supporting when I was 8. Ah, mamma mia, I'm super happy. I'm super happy for you, Hosar. Hey, you know that I was thinking to go as well? I was thinking about it. What should I do? Going, not going, let's see. At the end I will probably not go, but hey, that's really beautiful, really beautiful. Very nice to hear from Hosar. You see, I don't know what country Hosar is coming from, so I want to know. Ciao Juan, ciao from Honduras, beautiful. So let's go to the lineups. I will tell you something, because they are not the real lineups. It's what Allegri tested today, what he tested today in training. So that doesn't mean that this lineup will 100% be the one of tomorrow, okay? He tested it this morning, of course, the day before the game. It starts to look like a real lineup, but is it 100% definite? No, it is not. It is not. Let me put myself in the middle. You know that I don't like when I'm too on the left, on the right. So what are the last lineups that were tested by Allegri? We see Szczesny in the goal. I had absolutely no doubt about that. And then we have the first question mark that looks like it's solved, also because Allegri said it in press conference. Quadrado will play as a right back with Rugani, De Sciglio, Alexandro. I know a lot of people that didn't listen to the press conference and that are not in our Telegram group. They will probably say, Beppe, why Rugani? Because Bonucci again injured, and that starts to be a real problem. Bonucci, that in 11 years or maybe 10 years of Juve, he never was injured. He played game in, game out. He started to be old, and he started also to feel the injuries that he had. Maybe all the one that he accumulated in his career, it started to be a problem. Absolutely, yes. So Rugani De Ligt, and then you have an Alexandro on the left. Why Alexandro? Probably because we want to have a De Sciglio ready on the left for the game versus Villarreal in Champions League. By the way, guys, I'm super excited. If you just joined the chat, I'm super excited because today I started to believe that Juventus can maybe do something in Champions League. Guys, maybe Juventus can do something in Champions League. I will tell you in a few moments why I believe that. Not because I woke up and I became crazy because of the light of whatever. No. I woke up, I was still not believing in Champions League, but something happened during the day that said, maybe we will win it. If you stay with me on the channel, I will tell you. If we reach more likes than 42, I will tell you why I believe in the Champions League. So we continue. Who will be in the middle? We have a three-man midfield with Zakaria, Arthur, Rabiot, and then the offensive trio. Offensive trio made by Dybala, Vlahovic, and Morata. So why that lineup, guys? And let me see if you are writing and what you are writing. Meanwhile, I will tell you why that lineup, because there is a sense, there is a way Allegri explained it. Verge, what is Verge saying? I think I agree with Cuadrado at right back goals. He can get us those assists and some goals. Assists, speaking about assists, 0 assists for Cuadrado this season with Juventus, while you know that last year he was in the top 5 assist men in Europe, not only at Juve, not only in Serie A, but also in Europe, one of the top 5 best assist men. I think he was second, I'm not sure, not 100% sure, but at least in the defenders, huh? Mamma mia. So why is Allegri playing with Zakaria instead of McKennie? For 2 reasons, basically. Quite easy. And then we'll speak about Morata, Reggie. Of course, we'll speak about Morata. Let me star your message so that we can come back on that one. Hossar is from the Netherlands. Let me check from where Hossar is, because I think he answered. Ciao Jacopo Mestreni! Guys, I want the maximum of like for Jacopo Mestreni, because yesterday he had a car accident. I don't know if Jacopo is still there in the chat with us, but Jacopo is my colleague from Juventus, and yesterday he had a car accident. Hey, he went out of the office, boom, car accident, and you know what the guy is doing? Is preparing me and helping me to prepare the watch along of tomorrow on the Juve channel. So maximum of like for Jacopo Mestreni, our boy that is doing amazing things. I love my boy. So where is our friend coming from? Hossar, ciao Beppe. No, you already said that. I don't know where Hossar is coming. From de Netherlands. Je komt uit Nederland. Maar je moet mij ook zeggen van waar uit Nederland. Welke stad. Dat is heel belangrijk voor mij. Zodat ik weet van waar je bent. Zodat ik weet als ik ooit in Nederland ben, dan kan ik jou bellen. En dan kunnen we een afspraak maken. So why is and now stop speaking about all these kind of things. Speaking about Juve. Why is Allegri doing that? He said it really in press conference. If Cuadrado is playing on the right, he's a player that is going a little bit more offensively. So we need to protect him. We need someone that is able to watch for his back. And who's that? That is Zakaria. Why? Because McKennie is the opposite of Zakaria. He's a player that from the moment that he can go, he will go up. He has that offensive mindset. He has this infiltration, penetration, going into the box, and also minding the back of Dybala. If Dybala is playing, McKennie is behind him, is shadowing him. If Dybala is going to the center, McKennie is going a bit more on the right. If Dybala is going down, McKennie is going up, and so on and so on. But it's not taking care of Dybala and of Cuadrado. And that's why we have a Zakaria that will probably not go that much on the top, but will stay a bit more defensively to pay attention to Cuadrado going up. So tomorrow, I am not expecting a Juventus that will play centrally. Tomorrow, I'm expecting a Juve that will go again on the sides. You know that versus Atalanta in the first 25 minutes, Juventus was trying to go to the center of the field. Something really new for Juventus this season. It was the first time it happened. So let's see if Juventus can go on the right to find Cuadrado going up and Zakaria staying and paying attention there. That can be a solution. Rabiot will not go up, so we will have actually a lot of balls that will go on the left for Alexandro, a lot of ball on the right for Cuadrado, and they will start probably with some crosses. If tomorrow there is a goal of Dusan Vlahovic with the header, I would not be surprised. That's what I tell you. When McKennie is playing, who is on the right, or Danilo or De Sciglio, because these are players that are playing a bit more in the back. That's what I think, and these are the tactical analysis of why that formation can be the good one. I'm still thinking, and that's my feeling. It's a feeling, guys. I can be totally wrong. My feeling is telling me maybe tomorrow one of the three men will rest. Morata, Dybala, or Vlahovic. No, Vlahovic will not rest. Probably Morata will start resting in the first half, and we will see Moise Kean starting. This is a prediction like that. Okay, so we continue. What about Morata? Speaking about Morata. Ciao, Gabriel Leblanc. And how is Mo? Mo is doing better, I believe. Today I spoke a lot with Mo, and he didn't speak again about about him being sick, because yesterday he was super sick. Yeah? He was super sick yesterday, and he couldn't resist. He was writing in the Telegram group. Let's see, by the way, if we have a new news in the Telegram group. By the way, they are speaking about it in the Telegram group from Mo. So you see the last news about in the Telegram group. What is it? Juventus have a plan to sign Morata in the summer. 15 million plus bonus. Barcelona are still interested, but in January, Atletico Madrid want 35 million, but the contract of Morata is ending in 2023. And this summer could be the last opportunity to monetize. So it's a big dilemma for Atletico Madrid. I believe that they didn't realize really realize that doing 2 years or maybe even 3 years of loan at a certain moment could have been a problem for them, because Juventus would probably not buy him and waiting until the end. And when the end would come, they would try to go for a discount that is, yeah, actually quite obliged to accept from Atletico Madrid. What is the question? The question was, Beppe, what do you think of the report of Morata with the discount? 45 is high. Of course it's high, because we don't forget it was 10 million loan the first year, 10 million the second year, 35 on top is too much for Morata. Too much, way too much for Morata. So let's forget about that one. But if we can have him on a discount, in total it will be 10 and 15, that's 35. I would say yes. What would you say, guys? What would you say? So Morata on discount, 15M on top of what we already paid. Yes, no, or still doubting. Let's wait. Boom. You know that if you wait too long, at a certain moment you can have someone else that can go and take the player, and that can happen. The poll is live, guys, so put a maximum of votes in the poll. I'm still waiting before telling you why I believe in the Champions League, because we have only 75 likes. That's not enough. Thank you for Kidis Tersigny France. Salut mon ami. I don't know if I have to speak French with you or not, Kidis, but Kidis from Canada is telling me ciao Beppe. Ciao Beppe. I hope you are doing good, better. I'm feeling better. Next season, we who are 5 people you 100% want to see playing at Juventus. Thank you for the donation, first of all. Ooh, 5 people I really want to see at Juventus next year. 5 is a lot, huh? No, I'm joking. We have already a great team. It's quite easy, actually, as a question. Vlahovic, easy. Zakaria, easy. Locatelli, easy. De Ligt, I want to go for De Ligt. Chiesa, wait. I will start with the defense. From the defense, the one that I really want to see, there are 2 men. Danilo and De Ligt. These 2, for sure. Then the other one we can always discuss. But De Ligt and Danilo, 100%. Then in the midfield, I want to see Locatelli and I want to see Zakaria. The rest we can discuss. Even McKennie we can discuss, even if I really like him. I would love to see him, but I can negotiate. I can speak. Some people, they can convince me about McKennie, but we have to talk. But 2 players, Locatelli and Zakaria. Up front, Chiesa, 100%. Vlahovic, 100%. And I told you 6 people. I told you 6. I gave you one for free. One for free for kiddies. So these are the people 100% what I want to see. Antonio is saying me 35 million in total is enough for our friend Morata, and the people in the chat 73% are saying with a discount, yes, 73%. 22 are still doubting, and I want to wait until the end of the season. So 15, yes. You know why? Because if you don't buy him and you know him really well, and you know that now with a player like Vlahovic and so on, you can focus on other parts of the field. The one that I would go for are the left back, absolutely. I will add another midfielder, and maybe I would go for someone that can replace a Vlahovic, can replace or maybe can even play with him. Otherwise we can have some problems. Saif! Grande Saif Noah that became a GJust supporter. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. And you know that when some people are becoming members, then we have to sing. Ale, oh. I love that. Grande Saif, thank you. Really appreciate it. So thank you, Saif, and let's continue with the question. Guys, I told you, today it's a Q&A. You can speak about football, you can speak about whatever you want. Whatever question you want, you go, and we try to answer them. I wanted to speak with you today. So, Poop is asking, Beppe, what do you think about De Ligt maybe becoming captain tomorrow? Where is that information coming from? Let me go to the maybe possible lineups. No, that's not the one, so I have to close Telegram group, and we go with Szczesny, Cuadrado, Rugani, De Ligt, Alexandro, Zaccaria, Arthur, Rabiot, Dybala, Vlahovic, Morata. But guys, here the captain for sure is Dybala. One, because he's vice captain. Then if Dybala, let's say he's not playing or he's subbed out, you still have Cuadrado there. If Cuadrado is not there, you still have Alexandro there. And then you have Szczesny, De Ligt, guys. So I don't believe that will happen tomorrow. Then if you give the armband to De Ligt for a mysterious reason, why not? I would be happy. Of course I would be happy. He's the guy that I really love, and I would love to see captain one day, but I don't believe it will happen tomorrow. We need a left back for sure. Cambiaso from Genoa looks promising, but we should look for other options because he's not experienced. It's true. Now there is another name on the papers of Juve. We spoke about it in the video this morning. It's the one of the guy, the Algerian guy from Borussia Mönchengladbach that looks quite good. I don't know him perfect and really well, even if I started watching some games of Borussia Mönchengladbach, but I was totally focused on Zaccaria. I didn't watch the guy, but some people like Wolf from the channel, he said I'm from Algeria, and he's playing really well. He really played a really beautiful tournament, even if Algeria was eliminated quite fast, but he's doing really beautiful things. So let's see. On the other hand, who can you have? What about Sergej Milinkovic-Savic? Is a dream. You know that in the midfield there are a few names there. There are Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, there is Pogba, there is always Pogba. They are speaking about De Jong, they are speaking about Gravenberch. These are the 4 midfielders that are around the Juve planet in terms of names. One thing that I explained this morning was that first, they have to decide what position they will go for. Is it a number 6 to play that regista role? Is that the number 6 that they are looking for in a 3-man midfield? Or will they go for a number 8? It depends on Locatelli. What Allegri wants to do with Locatelli. The idea of Allegri was to play Locatelli as a box-to-box. But he was not able to play it this season because he had to cover the backs of our midfield in the first part of the season, and now the people are not ready to play in that role yet. So let's see what will happen. Ciao Julian. So that's about the first who we want to go for. Then if we really want to go for a box-to-box like Sergej Milinkovic-Savic would be a big dream. Would love to have him. The problem is that Lotito, he knows that it will be the last year really to sell him, because he still has 2 years of contract, 2 years, not one, 2 years. So contract until end of until the 2024. June 2024. So it's the last year now that he can really ask a lot of money, 60 million, 70 million for Sergej, while next year, if he doesn't sell him this year, next year he will lose a lot of value. It will be at 35 million euro. Lotito will never give 35 million to Juventus, or actually accept that less money from Juventus. So they will go with a lot of money this season. I don't know, guys. I really don't know, because it's a lot. He's earning not that much. He's earning, I believe, a 2.8 million or 3 million net salary if he wants to go, because it will be probably the last time that he can negotiate for a big contract. Finally, he deserves it, but he will ask for 6 million. So if you take everything into consideration, 60 million, let's say 60 million, plus a big salary, at the end is more expensive than Pogba. You see? You see why? But as a player, yes, he's good. He's really good. He's really good. Safe. I've been trying to become a member since so long. YouTube makes it difficult. Always happy to support you, Beppe. But I know that on iOS, for example, it's quite difficult with an iPhone to become a member, because they removed that... that button. Why? Because Apple wants also their part of the money, and then you have a share for YouTube, then you have a share for Apple, and they removed it. They said, no, we don't care. But you can do it with the link below, or you can do it on Android, if I'm not wrong. That's a bit easier. But thank you, Safe. Really, really, really. Anthony, do we depend on Rovella to be a starting regista? Well, there is a big consideration about Rovella and Fagioli. Fagioli, that is playing an amazing tournament in Serie B, is doing really well there, is one of the best players of second division, one of the best assistment, I believe is the second assistment of second division. So Allegri knows him since that he's a kid, he really loves him. So Fagioli can potentially come back to Juve. Will he be a starter? The jump between second division and first division is big, especially in a club like Juventus. Rovella instead had an amazing start of the season, and then he had this kind of problem of injuries. Will he be again another one with a lot of injuries? Let's see. I don't believe that one of them will become the starting regista. That they can integrate the team, yes. Yes, that they can integrate the team, yes. Starting regista is a big deal. I believe it's a bit too much. Good day for the Juve world. Good day, Beppe, and hope all of you are well. That's kind from Dennis. That's kind, no question. Just asking to people how they are doing, and I hope you all are doing. Now I will close the vote for the Morata. 71% said yes, we will buy him. So I'm going with the flow, guys. While we speak of changing players, somehow Rabiot's name is always good in hiding, but that's normal. That's normal. Why? Because he has a really huge salary, and the teams are not 100% convinced of giving that big salary to Rabiot in a time where a lot of teams, they suffered money. Forget about it in Italy. You know, like this kind of rumors that I see that Ronaldo will go to Roma. Impossible, guys. You know how much Ronaldo is taking money. So it's not possible for teams in Italy to sign Rabiot, because then he will suddenly become the most paid player in teams like, I don't know, Roma, Lazio. So it's impossible. Forget about it. There is only one way. It's the English Premier League. And then they have to convince him. Now Rabiot is playing well, guys. Since a few games he's playing well. Of course, it's not the player that we wanted, that we believed he could be. I believe that the first offer that comes, he will leave because of salary reasons, of course. If he was a player at 3 million, probably he would stay at Juve, and he would be a good player, and we would be happy, but he's earning 7, 8. That's a lot. Do we depend on Reve? I already answered the question of Anthony Schifano. Robert is using the emotes, Stavros as well, the Cherubini emotes. Golf, we need midfielders that have speed and technique. I think Malinovsky is the best choice. Good player, but I don't believe he will come to Juve. Trinidad and Tobago. We have a few people from Trinidad and Tobago, guys. Malta. Malta is scoring quite well in the ranking. Guys, do you want to know the top 10 of January? Top 10 of January of the countries that watched the channel. I can tell you. I can tell you the top 10. Wait, let me go in January. Or maybe we can do February. Let's go for February. So, since the beginning of February until now, the countries that watched the most the channel, guys. Do you want to guess? Top, let's say top, I will tell you top 10, but maybe you can tell me top 3. Do you want to guess if your country made it in top 3 or not from February? I have them here in front of me. George is in Italy. Guys, Italy is not first, guys. Italy is not first. Can we speak about Raspadori? We can speak about Raspadori. Of course we can. I really like Tielemans, and he's only 24. I'm scared, Sadar, that Tielemans start to be burned out. He played so much in so long. USA, Italy, UK for Tushar. You have 2 countries in the top 3. 3 of them are in the top 5. Julian Dos Santos, USA, Canada, Italy, Belgium, Australia, Morocco, Sweden, India. You know that India was my top country for really long. I will check for Czech Republic. You know, let me do that. So I will tell you the countries, and then if your country is not there, let me know, and then we will try to see if they are in the top 20, top 30. Let's see. So we have first, and let me put my computer a bit higher, otherwise it will be difficult. So the first country from February that watched the most are USA, of course. USA, top 1. Top 2, we have UK. Then third position for Canada. So USA, UK, and Canada. Then we have Italy on 4th position. Indonesia in 5th position for Indonesia. Then we have India, 6th, 7th, Germany, 8, Sweden, 9, Australia, 10, Malta. And that's why I was saying crazy from Malta. It's such a small country, but the support they have for Juventus is crazy. So they are top 10. Then you have Serbia. Serbia made a big jump. Since January, I have a lot of Serbian people on the channel. Crazy. Saudi Arabia in 12, Switzerland 13, 14 Arabs Emirates. Then you have the Netherlands, Belgium, Macedonia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Kuwait, Denmark, Mexico, Romania, France, Trinity and Tobago. I told you, So Trinity and Tobago is more views than Czech Republic. I don't know where Czech Republic is. I don't see them. I don't see Czech Republic. Mamma mia, there are not a lot of people from Czech Republic. I was expecting more. So, no, I don't find them. These are the countries. What about Honduras? I didn't see Honduras. Probably they are, no, Barbados. I see Barbados there. Jamaica, Somalia, Slovenia, Brazil, Morocco, Poland. That's really the bottom countries. Tunisia, Egypt. Lot of countries. Mamma mia. So most people in Malta, they pick from Italian teams or English teams and English teams. We love Juve here. Yeah, it's true. It's true. A lot of people from Malta. Look at that. You are from everywhere. Look at it. That was a bit the funny thing. Forget players from Raiola. I don't agree with forget players from Raiola. Raiola did a lot of things good for Juve. Then, of course, I agree. Really surprising that they were so much. Canada is top 3. I'm happy. I'm really happy about the ranking and the countries. Mexico is there as well. Indonesia, top 5. Maximum of likes. Wait, there was a question. Ich bin da, du rate. What about Brazil? Brazil is there. Wait, I will tell you. 10 was Malta, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They are in the top 40, Brazil. top 40, top 50, top 50 Brazil, top 50. So I don't know what we were speaking about, guys. We were speaking about something I forgot. I don't know. So Mohamed Youssef, let's go to another topic. Beppe, how will our apparently easier league games table help us to stay top 4 if we compare to Napoli, Milan and Atalanta game? We can do that. That's a really great question from Mohamed. Thank you for the donation, my friend. So what about the Serie A next coming games? Thank you, Mohamed. So if we go to Serie A, the fixtures, the upcoming fixtures, so what do we see? That this weekend already there will be a Inter Sassuolo. Big game. Why? Because Inter, after the big hit of Liverpool, I don't know how they will react. I'm really curious. Or they react like, hey, we don't care about Champions League, let's go, we have to win and we have to prove that we want to go for that Scudetto. Or they will collapse totally. I'm really curious about that game. Fiorentina Atalanta, you never know, because they had that big shock of losing Vlahovic, but they came back. They are playing a beautiful football with Italiano, and Piontek is not doing bad. Atalanta that played today, they won 2-1 with Jim City, 2 goals. He didn't score since January 2021, so 1 year later he's scoring 2 goals in 2 minutes. So that can influence 2 big games. Milan is playing Salernitana. I don't see any problem here. Then you never know in football. And who's the other one? Napoli, Cagliari. So next weekend that can be one. We are playing Torino. Pay attention, guys. A derby is a derby. Pay really attention. And then you have the next match day, Milan, Udinese, Genoa, Inter. You don't have really these kind of big games. Atalanta, Sampdoria, Napoli, Lazio, that can be a big one. Sarri versus his ex-team, that can be a big one. The match day later, Juventus is playing versus Spezia, and then you have Milan-Napoli. So you see, we can keep some, we can have some beautiful games there. I don't believe in Scudetto, but Roma-Atalanta. So let's see the next game of Atalanta. Atalanta is playing now versus Fiorentina, bigger game. Then they will play versus Sampdoria, and then they will play versus Roma. Guys, it's not easy for Atalanta, so it can really influence the ranking the next 3 games. But we have to play tomorrow. We have to win tomorrow. Really important, super important for Juventus to win. Super important. So I don't know. Look at the Hosaru saying Pogba will join Juventus this summer. Sources my heart. Napoli has some difficult games as well. Yeah, but they are too far away. So did we reach the 100 likes? Because I told you that if we had some likes, no, not yet. We don't have yet the likes. No. If we reach 120 likes, then we can explain you why I believe something can happen in Champions League. But first, the likes, and then I tell you. Meanwhile, I can show you here Juve Toro at Allianz Stadium. 26 goals from Juve, 6 Torino, 9 wins, 0 Toro. These are the last games, of course, and not in total. In total, it's a lot more. If you want to know, tomorrow between Juventus and Torino, it's the 154th game. 154th, and Juventus won 74 times. I'm speaking in total Serie A, home and away Serie A. 74 times we won versus Torino, 44 times we did a draw, 35 times we lost. 237 goals scored for Juve, 155 conceded. So you see, and in the last games in our home, in the last 9 games, we won 9 times and 0-1 for Toro. So, but pay attention. The last time that Torino won versus us was in April 95. In April 95, they won versus us in our home. That's long time ago. Hey, guys, if Dybala, I have a question for you guys. If Dybala does an assist versus Torino, what is actually the amount of assists that he did in Serie A? Wait, I will do a poll. So, Dybala next assist in Serie A. No Champions League and no Cups. Huh? Is it the okay. So you have 4 choices, guys. If Dybala tomorrow does an assist, is it the 50th assist of Dybala, the 40th, the 70th, or the 100th assist of Dybala in Serie A? Ciao Amat, Beppe, big fan from Trinidad and Tobago. Forza Juve, grande, grande. We need just to win 13 games in a row. And we will try, Victor. I don't promise it, but we will try. 120 likes. We have to go. We have to go for the why I believe Champions League can be possible. Napoli have some difficult games, I know, but we have Napoli, Inter, Milan. That's why I don't really believe in the Scudetto. I am from Liban, and I'm pretty sure not many aside from me watch the channel. It's not true, but half of the country support Juve. But you have to convince them. You have to convince them. You spread the words in the WhatsApp groups that you have with the Juventini, the WhatsApp group, the locals that you are watching the games with, and so on and so on. And then you tell them. Today there was someone from Australia. He said, Beppe, he didn't know my name. He said, it's the first time that I discover your channel after 2 years. He said that was the channel that I was looking for. So, great, huh? Eldar, grazie. Thank you for the donation. Giuseppe, tomorrow I'm expecting a very difficult game. Yes, Eldar. Yes. Tomorrow will be a difficult game. Why? Because Juric, their team, they are pressing a lot. Torino is the team that is pressing the most in Serie A. They are giving a pressing that is crazy. They are physically strong. They have that grinta. Juric gave back the DNA of Torino, because in the last year, we have to admit that they were really weak. Really weak. In some season they were really risking to go in second division. Juric, he woke up that, not that it's a team that will compete for the European Cups, but a team that is strong, that has some character. Juric is a really great coach. By the way, we have to tell him thank you, to say thank you to him, because thanks to the goal of Faraoni when he was at Verona versus Napoli, we went in Champions League. It's true. I predict as well a difficult game. So why do I believe? I will show you now, guys. I will show you now, because you know that in the WhatsApp, in the Telegram group, I'm always translating the press conference immediately, because sometimes some people that are translating, they are changing a bit the words because they didn't understand it in Italian, or because they are translating from someone else, or they go for the sensational tweet. So I love really to go for translating what I'm hearing in Italian word by word. And today there was something that really made me think, and it was that one, guys. This one made me think, because at a certain moment they were speaking a lot about Champions League. Instead of speaking about Torino, they were speaking a lot about Champions League, and they were asking to Allegri if he watched the game that were played, Inter, and so on and so on. He said, yeah, I watched all the games. Probably he recorded the games that were simultaneously, and then he watched them later. So he's really preparing the games and watching the opponents. Then for sure we first have to beat Villarreal. But he said, grande. Congratulations to Inter that played a really beautiful game. Then he had that little smile, because you know that Allegri and beautiful football, that's two different universes. Actually trying to explain, if you play too beautiful, if you are not able to manage the moments of the game, then you are doing stupid things. So maybe it's better at a certain moment to stop doing beautiful football and keeping that 0-0 than losing 2-0. But that's not really important. He said the Champions League changed because of they took away that away goal rule, you know, that stupid rule that caused Juventus to be eliminated the last 2 times versus Porto, versus Lyon. They took it away, so that means that the visiting team is not always obliged to go all in the first game, because they know that even if they don't score, it's not really that important. So the management of the first game is different when you are playing away, and that's why I don't believe that Juventus will go with a 100% all in looking for scoring a goal versus Villarreal, even if versus Villarreal you should win. But it changes. But then he said, in Champions League, every game week everything can happen. The English teams Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid are clearly favorites to win the trophy. We know there are no surprise. And then he looked in front of the journalists, the cameras, and he said, but that doesn't mean that the other teams can't have the ambition to win it. He said it with the air, with a fashionable expression. He's cooking. He's cooking. Allegri is cooking, guys. I tell you. I don't know what. I saw his face when he was saying, but, that doesn't mean that the other teams can't compete to win it. You know, I don't know, guys. Normally, Allegri is one that is always cautious. He doesn't like to put too many pressure on the team. He's always speaking, pay attention. So, you know, guys, pay attention for real. He convinced me that something can happen. I will answer the question of Colo. By the way, I'm waiting for the t-shirt. Colo, I'm waiting for the t-shirt. Colo, he did amazing, beautiful t-shirts, guys. I ordered one immediately. They should arrive now. Slowly but surely, I'm waiting for the t-shirt. Colo 99, guys. I don't know if you saw them. Perfect. Go on Instagram, you will find them. So, indeed, it was 50. If tomorrow Dybala does an assist, or the next assist that he will do in Serie A will be his 50th assist in Serie A. 51% of the people were correct. So Bernardeschi tomorrow, it will not happen, Colo. Why? Because Allegri said today that he's not called up because he's still not ready. So he will probably come in Spain playing versus Villarreal, being on the bench versus Villarreal. But tomorrow it will be difficult to see Bernardeschi scoring the winner. But if you tell me another name, I would be really happy. Uncle Sharma is asking to Colo, Colo, I need to find the Inter version of you. Then probably it will not be Colo 99, but probably Colo, I don't know, Colo 19, Colo 5, you know, really small numbers. We have 99, we have top level. At Juve, we have top level. 99, there is no more of 99. You know, the FIFA cards, they stop at 99. You never see a card with 100. That doesn't exist in FIFA because 99 is the top. So if you want to Colo 99 at Inter, it will be Colo 14. Let's say Colo 14. By the way, I'm sad. I'm really sad for my guy, Uncle Charma. Guys, you like or you dislike Inter, we don't care. Maximum of support to Raul. Go on his channel and subscribe to his channel. Yesterday, he could have done a really great watch along with big guys in UK. I forgot the name. You know, the guys, they are really, really great there. They are doing the watch along in a room and all together. And he could be there for Liverpool, Inter, and the train got cancelled. Bad luck. Mamma mia, I was sad for him. I was really sad. I was super sad. And then I was happy that Inter lost, of course. But I was super sad. Touched my heart. Touched my heart. It is what it is. I hope to see Berna back soon. Hey, you know, Bernardeschi is asking pesetos, huh? Apparently, there are Milan. He was proposed to Milan. He was proposed to Inter. He was proposed to a few bigger teams because he doesn't want to go to a smaller team like Sampdoria or so on. And every time he's asking for 4.5 million. Actually, the salary that he's earning now at Juve. Juventus proposed 3 million. Take it or leave it, Berna, at a certain moment. If he doesn't find any team, maybe he will accept. But 4.5 is a lot of money, eh? Thank you, Gravush, Miklos, Enrich. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. He's already putting the scores prediction and the scorers tomorrow. Mamma mia, Juventus Torino 4-0. I don't know. I really wish, but that's a lot, huh? 4-0 with Dusan Vlahovic with the 7 that scores 2 times. I tell you, tomorrow I see Dusan scoring with a header. On a cross, I don't know if it will come from the left or on the right. I still have to sleep about it. Left Alexandro, right Quadrado. I'm still hesitant there. But a cross, and then he said the Dybala and Quadrado goal. A goal of Quadrado, but I know why you're saying that. Of course, I know why you're saying that, because the goals of Quadrado in derbies, they are quite beautiful. We remember them. So let me see a few stats about tomorrow's game. Paolo Morata. Wake up, Beppe. Paolo Dybala scored 112 goals in all competitions for Juventus. He's about to enter the top 10, because there was a fake news that he was already in the top 10. No, because there is Federico Munerati that is on top 10 position, so he needs to score one more to equalize Federico Munerati and enter that top 10. Paolo Dybala scored X goals versus Torino in Serie A. Can you tell me how many goals Paolo Dybala scored versus Torino in Serie A? Who can tell me that? And it's the team that he played 14 games versus. He won 5 times. He did 5 draws, 9 wins, 5 draws. He never lost versus Torino. Hopefully that can continue like that. How many times did he score versus Torino? Mohamed Youssef is saying 7. No. Robin van der Voort 5. No. Doom 2, no. With Landucci, we start 4-0. That's correct from Aman. 4. Loris Poltronieri, 4. Yes, that's correct. 4 goals for Dybala versus Torino. 1-0 will be a hard game. I'm thinking it will be a hard one tomorrow. I agree with Cecilia. I agree. 6 goals. No, it was 4. It was 4, guys. 4 goals. Do you like this kind of statistics? I have a lot, huh? You know how many pages I have to prepare tomorrow? 63. I have 63 pages of stats. Look, it's a lot of crazy stats here. 63 pages to prepare the game. Look, all the lineups we had, and so on and so on and so on. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. I like it, huh? I like it, but it's a lot of work to prepare and to know and so on. Yesterday I was speaking philosophy with Aman in the chat. I was speaking with him about some things, about being prepared and knowing what you are talking about. But you need to prepare yourself, of course. Let's check a stat of Torino. Torino scored the most goals. They scored the most between the 16th and the 30th minute, 7 goals, and then in the last 15 minutes, 8 goals. So that's where Juventus will have to pay attention. They don't score a lot between the 61st and 75th. So that's a moment, 61st, 75th, where they look like they are killed. They will not do anything. And then they are recuperating energy for the last 15. So we have to take a lot of energy before that. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Is that the thesis, Giuseppe? More or less, yes, Michael. More or less, yes. You would love it with all the stats, because I know that you love stats. So yes. Standing or falling? I didn't understand the question. Beppe, how many goals plus assists did Dybala on now? Do you remember Gareth gifting you 5 shirts if Dybala had scored 20 plus assists this season in all competition? Hey, I forgot that, Robin. I forgot that. It's true. He scored how many? 7 goals in Serie A. We have to go back in that live and listen what he said, what was the bet. But 12 goals in Serie A this season. How many assists? I don't know. We can go on transfer market. We can go on transfer market. That's a good question, because then if someone is able to find me that live, I will tell him, give me a shirt. He said 20, but I don't know if it was Serie A or total. So Dybala. Let's go for Dybala. Paolo. This season. This season he is at no, I need total, guys. Current season Dybala is at 12 goals 6 assists. 12 goals 6 assists, and there are a lot of games to play still, It's true. Thank you to remind me on that one. Yes, 12 goals 6 assists, correct, safe. Beppe, today you're wearing the goat t-shirt. Oh, of course, today I'm wearing the goat t-shirt. Look at that. That was a beautiful one. Huh? I love that t-shirt. I really love that t-shirt. Ciao, Ricky. What's your predicted lineup for tomorrow? But we saw the one that was trained today, not the predicted one, but the one that was actually trained today, tried and tested today with Szczesny, Cuadrado, Rugani, De Ligt, Alexandro. This one, 100%. That's what I believe now, of course. Szczesny, Cuadrado, Rugani, De Ligt, Alexandro. I also believe in the midfield. Zakaria, Arthur, Rabiot. And here, Dybala, Vlahovic, Morata. I think that Ken will start. Look what I did. By the way, I'm not lying, because I'm always doing the kind of predictions far up front. So if you look at what I said, when was it? Yesterday or 2 days ago? February 16th. That was yesterday. Yesterday afternoon. I said Szczesny, Cuadrado, De Ligt, Bonucci, Alexandro. Of course, I didn't know about Bonucci injured, so it's Rugani. So you can't blame me. Here I was correct with Cuadrado on the right and Alexandro on the left. Zakaria, Arthur, Rabiot. It's the same, guys. You see the date here? February 16, I'm not lying. And then I said Dybala, Vlahovic, Ken. This is what I said. This is what I said. You know why? Not because I have a crystal ball, because I understand Allegri, and I'm reading also to I'm reading also through the lines what he's saying in press conference and so on and so on. So it makes sense. It makes sense. I understand Allegri. I'm not saying I like, I don't like. I said I understand how he's thinking. So it was all competitions. Ooh. You see. Let's pay attention for Singo tomorrow. The Singo was an objective of Paratici, and he really wanted and loved the player back then. So let's see if we will go for Singo. We will observe him for sure. Hopefully, we'll not do that great tomorrow. How can we reactivate Ken? That's a big problem. That's a big problem. If you want to speak about Ken, we can. Funny, we can speak about Ken. Of course we can. So Moise Kean, I'm a bit disappointed. Of course I'm a bit disappointed. While I was defending Morata, and you know that Morata is not my favorite player, but I was defending him because I also understood what Allegri was saying, and I was in the same way of thinking of Allegri. You can't judge a player on something that is not able to do. It's not his fault if Juventus didn't buy a striker this summer, and Ken is not that striker neither. So if you ask, I don't know, me to become a finance man tomorrow, I know about numbers. Yes, I know I'm quite good, but I'm not a finance man, so I will flop. Of course, it's the same with Morata. He knows football, he knows how to play football, he knows how to score goals, but he's not a number 9, he's not a scorer, he's not a killer in front of the goal. And, that's why I was defending him on Moise Kean instead. I don't know. Nothing is happening. I don't know. He looks like not there, not motivated, a bit sad. Maybe he was thinking that we would come and that he would be the big starter. I don't know. It looks a bit lost, and it's a pity because it's a guy that I really liked. So I don't know how you can reactivate Moise Kean. I don't know, because now the games are all important. Hey, also bad luck with the suspensions with Everton in the cups. That in Coppa Italia he couldn't play 2 games. Otherwise he would have played. He needs also some playing time. So let's see. Yeah, they have a good team, Torino. Brecalo, Bremer, Singo. I agree. I agree. We really have to pay attention tomorrow. I don't believe in the 4-0. We had our friend who was donating and saying 4-0 tomorrow. I hope, of course, but I'm not sure. There will be tomorrow Milinkovic-Savic in the goal. Of course, they will be there. The last time they played with that kind of, they always played a 3-4-2-1. They were playing 3-4-2-1 with Milinkovic-Savic in the goal, the brother of Sergej. Then you have Rodriguez, Bremer, and Gigi. or Zima, it depends. And then you have Vojvoda, Pobega, Linetti, and Singo. Singo is playing on the right and going really fast. Piazza, Brecalo, or Prat, it depends, and then Sanabria in the front. So they are not rotating a lot. Why? Because their team is playing one time in a week. They don't need to rotate too much. So Ken looks out of shape. He used to be explosive. Yeah, but it looks like he took like so much weight, too much weight. Yeah. And continuing with Ken, to answer Tushar, but also Mohammad, is a player that there is an obligation to buy after 2 years. So 2 years of loan, and at the end there is an obligation to buy. So if there is a team that is taking Moise Kean, Everton, they don't care, only if you take the obligation with you. So that means that if he goes to Paris Saint-Germain, it means that Paris Saint-Germain is taking the player. We don't win any money from it because we are not selling him, but we will not have to pay him to Everton. That's the difference. So we can't sell Moise Kean. We can't. Or you have to first buy him officially to Everton, but we can't sell him. But if Paris Saint-Germain wants really the kit, they have to go to take him. We don't win any money, and they will pay the difference at the end of the year to Everton, because it's an obligation to buy. I think Ken is better playing memorized lineup of play, focus and dribbling free. Yeah, he's also better starting on the wing. It's correct. It's correct. Caio Giorgi time. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Same for me. Ken doesn't give me a good feeling. He seems lost. Yeah. And it's a pity, yeah? It's a pity because that's really a player that I liked when he was at Juve. I was sad when he left. Really sad. But then Juventus probably is doing the right choices. You see it, Beppe, are you satisfied with Locatelli's performance so far, or do you expect more from him? I'm satisfied, to be honest. I'm satisfied. He was playing better in the beginning of the season. He has a bit of a dip now because of shape, because he played, and you know it, he was the player that played the most with Juventus until last game, where De Ligt is now 4 minutes ahead of Locatelli. So we have the player that was used the most by Allegri is De Ligt with only 4 minutes more than Locatelli. And Locatelli is a player that is not used to that, because he always played at Sassuolo. When he was playing at Milan, he was a promise, but he was not the starter, and Milan was not even playing every time in the cups. They were always, like 6th, 7th, and so on. So it's a player that, of course, is now paying all the efforts that he gave. It was a really emotional moment from him, actually starting as a player that comes from Sassuolo, that wins Euro 2020 with Italy. So he had a short holiday. He comes to Juve. He's a Juventino, and he gave everything in that midfield to adapt to Juve. We were all surprised by how quickly he adapted to Juve, and now he's a bit paying all the efforts. Also because sometimes he's playing with Rabiot, sometimes he's playing with McKennie, sometimes. So he always has to adapt to the player next to him. I'm super satisfied of him, of what he did in his first year. Season is not over. Hopefully he can rest, because now there is a chance to rotate a bit with Arthur, with Zakaria, with McKennie, with Rabiot, that is starting to offer the minimum that we need. And I'm not saying more, but at least the minimum. So, yeah, I'm happy. Let him rest a bit and let him come again back. Yeah, of course. Rise and cross. Beppe, if De Ligt leaves, which defender do you think we have in-house that can take his spot? Nobody. In-house, nobody. No. Nobody. But it's easy, Chiellini is more out than in. Bonucci, that I always rated, even understanding what are his weaknesses, because he has also some weaknesses, of course, I know that. But Bonucci starts now to pay, because he started to be old, also him, a Euro and never stopping and playing game in, game out. So this season, Bonucci, for the first time, a lot of injuries. Rugani, that is doing a quite good season when we call him up. He will never be a third or a second defender. His spot is the fourth defender at max. And I'm happy to have him as a fourth, but as a fourth, not third, nor second. Then Dragujin, a lot of people were speaking about Dragujin, no, because Dragujin, he didn't even find his place at Sampdoria, so now he's at Salernitana, and he will probably do well, and finally he can have a bit of continuity. The Winter, great prospect, but not ready. So there, in-house, there is nobody. As simple as that, nobody. We need. Beppe, you are number one. I love. Ciao Hadi. Thank you for the beautiful words. You see, sometimes, do that more. I like these kind of beautiful things. That's really kind from you guys. I need it. Huh? Sometimes I need it. Huh? I'm human, huh, guys. I have emotions, of course. So. The Allegri deserves more credit for his offensive tactics. It's proof in the amount of shots on target recently. We have to become more clinical. It will get better, but we improved in everything. Huh? In everything. Del Piero said something super interesting. He said in the beginning, Juventus needed to win. Now they want to win. But he said it also today. Huh? They asked him what was the difference with the beginning of the season. He said, first of all, we know each other a bit better. They know how I speak in terms of language, what I'm saying, what I'm expecting, what I mean when I'm doing some jokes, some sarcasm when I'm speaking. It's not always easy to have that relationship with a new coach. But I also know how they are playing, what they are better at. Are they better from the start, from the left, from the right? What are their expectations? How to motivate them? What players, when you're managing 25, 30 players, you have some players, you have to treat them like your kid, the other one like an adult, the other one you have to be strong on him and naughty sometimes to wake them up. Otherwise you have to be kind, because otherwise they go into depression. So he said that helped a lot. And now, and he said something really important, because a lot of people, in this kind of press conference, they don't really translate everything or report everything, but he said something important about the players. He said they put their own interest aside and they are thinking on the team. They are thinking about the team. They are putting the team as number one, at least until the end of the season. Then we will see about contract and so on and so on. Really important, where we were speaking about individualities, and probably that was one of the consequences of that guy, because we know that Ronaldo, champion, GOAT, whatever you want, but Ronaldo is a person that is thinking individuality. It's his records, it's his presences, his way of playing, his way of thinking, and so on and so on. Probably that mentality of big trainer, champion, and so on also affected in a way that a lot of players were also thinking about their self, because they wanted to negotiate a higher salary and so on and so on. And they have to forget that and think about the team, and now we see that. De Ligt plus Chiellini plus Bonucci plus Pellegrini plus De Sciglio, 9 yellow cards and 1 red card in Serie A. Zaniolo, 10 yellow cards and 2 red cards. Beppe, this is why I don't want Zaniolo. But I understand. Look, Zaniolo was my dream 2 years ago, before that big injury, and he was that close to join Juve, that close. If Roma didn't change ownership, he would be a Juve player today. He needed just to choose the number of his shirt. That has been reported by all the sources, Monblano, Agresti, and so on and so on. They were all Gianni Barzarini. They were all saying the same. He was just about to choose the number, and he was a Juve player. Then Roma, they decided not to sell him. It is what it is. But it's true that injuries are scaring me. Then, is he a crazy head? Yes, it's true. Gatti, a great one. But again, don't put all the expectations on him. But then you have some beautiful surprises. Ich finde, bei Italia kommt Go nicht so drauf anversorgt, weil wir die Azzurri sind. Wait, because I understand German. So, while we are the Azzurri, okay, wait, I think Loris is saying, I think that when it comes to Italy, and then unversucht, I don't know. Loris. I think, I'm not sure, he's saying when it comes to the Italian teams in Europe, we have to support them because at the end we are Azzurris. That's what I believe he's saying, Loris. I'm not sure. Cecilia, how Chiesa will play when he comes back next to Vlahovic instead of Morata? That's a big question, huh? Because you know that we still have the Dybala question. Now I'm a bit less worried, because a lot of people are making a drama about Dybala not extending and so on and so on. That's a slang in Australia. You see, George, that's why I didn't understand, because I understand German, but it was difficult because it's a slang, you know, a way of saying that I don't understand. But Dybala, it's not the only one that didn't renew his contract. We have Quadrado, Bernardeschi, De Sciglio, Perin, and Dybala. 5 players. And it's not that, imagine if Quadrado signed, De Sciglio signed, Perin and De Sciglio, not Dybala. That could have been a big problem. Nobody signed. Nobody started really serious discussions. So let's see what will happen with Dybala. If Dybala signs, then we will see how we'll integrate. Maybe we'll go into, towards a 4-2-3-1. Can be 4-2-3-1 with Dybala on the right. No, sorry, Dybala in the middle. Chiesa on the left, someone on the right, like Quadrado, for example, Vlahovic on top, and then you have a Morata on the bench because he becomes a bench player. Huh? Thank you, Beppe, for this amazing, lovely channel. Thank you to you, Sader. Uniting Juve fans from all over the world to express their opinion in good and bad moments of our Juve. Touching. Thank you. And I remember now, because now you are putting all the beautiful comments. Unpopular opinion, Rabiot was the best midfielder last season. And that's really unpopular. He had some peaks, but that's the problem with Rabiot. End of season, he's peaking. But you remember I said it on the channel, great, all well, but I need a Rabiot that is not only playing in March. I need him like March, but all season long. I hope Hernandez didn't give too much advice to Allegri. No, I don't believe so. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Ali, for the donation. Ali saying, unpopular opinion, Rabiot was the best. I was reading it. Was the best midfielder last season, and I really think we still can get more out of him from Ali, from London probably, or Ireland, or no, it's London. It's London. London, UK. Thank you, Ali, for the donation. So, I was explaining it. I will explain a bit more in detail. Yes, he has a lot more to give. One thing that is now putting a lot less stress in Rabiot is the fact that Allegri understood him. In the beginning, he was saying, in the beginning of the season, Allegri was saying, we need more goals from Rabiot because he has the potential to do it. We need more goals from him. He understood that he's not a player that will score a lot of goals. And he said, okay, in terms of quality, it's not a player that I have to trust on. But I can trust on him in terms of quantity. It's a quantity player. A guy that will play a lot of minutes, that have some pace, that will press some players, that will do some defensive tackles, that will touch a lot of balls, simple balls without building and thinking offensively. And from time to time, the magic, taking the ball and going up and taking really a big shot from outside of the box. That's Rabiot. So there is a lot more to take because Rabiot is not a bad player. The problem is that Rabiot is really inconsistent when he's showing us beautiful performance. And then you have a Rabiot that is giving us a really beautiful performance once, and then he's a disaster for 3 next games. So, and last season as well, he played really well in February, March, April. Not February. He started from March until May, but we want a Rabiot that is able to do that from, I'm not saying August because these players that are taller with a big physique, they need a bit to enter, but let's say from September, mid-September until the end of the season. That's what I'm waiting for Rabiot. On the other hand, I agree with you. There is a lot more to take from him. Raad, Chiesa or Dybala, there is only room for one for me. I believe as well, if I think about the future Juventus, and if you want to go for a 4-3-3, I believe that if you have Chiesa, he's playing on the left, and you have a, I don't know, if you hear the name of Zaniolo, you're playing on the right with Vlahovic. Vlahovic was playing in a 4-3-3 at Fiorentina. You have the midfielders that you are investing in, Zaccaria, and we are speaking about a new midfielder that is joining, another top class, Sergej Milinkovic, Pogba, Gravenberg. They are good players, guys. So that means that we are going towards that 4-3-3, and then there is no space for Dybala. I kind of agree. Or you have to play a 4-3-2-1 with a Chiesa, new role for Chiesa. Not sure if Chiesa will do it really well. Why is everyone putting Chiesa on the left? Arif, last season he was playing a lot better on the right, and everyone was thinking to play him on the right. It's a correct observation, a beautiful one. Maybe because I received a message on Twitter, I have to check that. And last year, he was playing a lot better on the right. This season, with Allegri, he was playing better on the left. I don't know. It's a player he can... And with Italy, he was doing also really great on the left. Wait, so let me read that one, because I was tagged by Shun. Compare this to how Serie A treats Juve. So, La Liga president, that Mbappé comes is great news for La Liga. It would be a joy for La Liga. It's the best thing that could happen to La Liga. But of course, they lost Ronaldo. They lost Messi. Luckily for them, they had a big agreement of 4 billion euro before Messi left, so they still had the money that entered for La Liga. But who's watching La Liga? Who is interested in Real Madrid versus Barcelona without Cristiano Ronaldo, without Messi, without, you know, these kind of big players? It's finished. Nobody's watching. So he can revive it, of course. And then in Serie A, we don't really receive these kind of compliments. Of course we don't. Paulino will renew. It's possible. I will see. You guys, I am whatever. I will accept whatever. He signs, I'm happy because I like Paolo. If he leaves, we move. That's how I think. But for every player, then you have some that you're a bit more sad and not, but it is what it is. Juve stays. Do you think that we would have won against Liverpool? I don't know, because one game is not the other. I'm sure that we would not have conceded the 2 goals like Inter did after spending 70 minutes of turbo energy. And one thing that Inter didn't had was this, the fino alla fine. From the moment that they conceded, they were dead. Dead. So I'm sure about that. This is a Juve channel, not Inter. I don't know. I think it's nice to have also some comment, especially because I'm doing also a bit more European big games videos now. Some recaps of the also Serie A. I will try to do it more and more. By the way, did you see it and did you like it? That's a good poll that I can ask you a question. Now I will ask you a question instead of you asking question to me. So, did you like the UCL videos? Yes? No? Didn't watch it because, of course, okay, you have four votes. But no, we can speak about Inter, we can speak about you, and it's not even an Inter question, it's what about Juve? Rise and Cross. Beppe, out of all the things behind you, which one the closest to your heart? Ooh. Hey, that's a big question, that's a good question. From all the things that I have here, But if I take it, everything will fall down. But this one I really love, so let me take away your comment. This one I really love. The World Cup, it's a video game. It's World Cup 90 because that's the first video game I played of football, World Cup 90 on Sega. This one I really like. I'm emotionally attached to it, really. So this one I love. Of course, this one. I really love this one because it's really the story of Agnelli and Juventus and how we came back. I really love that one. But actually a bit of everything, but probably the game there, because as a kid, it opened my mind to football, so probably yes. This one, yeah, it's a good question, huh? So 56% of people said yes, we like the video. 18% are saying I didn't watch them. 7% are saying no. It's a good. I like also to have criticism. You know what I did the last days? I watched a few of my videos from the past and also from today to understand a bit what can I do better, what not. This remains a Juve channel that will never change. We'll speak about Juve, and when I'm analyzing and watching the other games, also because I have the stats and so on, I'm also doing it always with an eye of Juve, because you know that I'm listening and I'm reading all the comments, and some people were saying last season or in 2021, they were saying, yeah, Beppe, all good and well, but sometimes you can't compare the other teams because you're not watching enough of other teams, Liverpool, Manchester City, Bundesliga, and this and this and this. And I said, that can be a good challenge for me to start watching a bit of other things, to not because I like other teams, but to open my mind, because watching only under 23, under 19, Juventus women and Juve is maybe not enough to have a global 360 view. So the only thing I love from Rabiot was the goal from Milan. I prefer that he didn't score that one, because at the end we lost 4-2, like you said, Bogdan. We already have a lot of players that are not the player who is going to score a lot of goals. True. But we are starting now to add McKennie, Locatelli, Zakaria. These are players that have some goals in the legs. Not enough yet, but they start. If you do, guys, if you compare to 1 season ago, we are doing a big flip and switch with the midfield. So let me catch up a bit with your comments. Giuseppe, I love you and your shirt. The shirt is great. We're speaking about it. Beppe, who are the signatures on your Juve ball? Good question. I have. The big one here is Cristiano Ronaldo. So that's Cristiano Ronaldo. Then I have Capitano Chiellini here. That's a Chiellini. I have Bernardeschi here. Berna. I have Miralem Pjanic here with the number 5. I have Paulo Dybala here. That's Paulo Dybala. And I have, I believe it's Higuain. I believe this one is Higuain with the number 21. It's a special signature. Huh? Yeah. Higuain, Chiellini, Bernardeschi, Dybala, Pjanic, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. Chiellini is asleep. Ciao Scott, I was about to close. I don't know. Otherwise, you will go with some problems. Ciao, Mista, with the tongue. So 59% said yes, we loved it. 18% are now saying we didn't watch them. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? So much effort and you don't watch the videos. Beppe, do you know if Allegri get players who he wants in 2 years? What is the favorite lineup if it happens for Allegri? What is his favorite lineup? Because 4-3-3 or 4-5-1. 4-3-3 and 4-5-1 is the same. It's just that the two up, they go down and they give support. Allegri, if you want to understand Allegri, then there is one thing that you have to understand. It's balance. If the teams are able to sacrifice themselves and run and so on, then a leg is happy. Otherwise, it will not happen. There are some news on the Telegram group, guys. So the Telegram is saying, I will read it now. Here, flashback Rovella. Juventus tried to bring back earlier the midfielder to Turin in January. Speaking about Rovella, of course. But Genoa blocked the move, asking for the player to stay till the end of the season because he's important to avoid relegation. Juve are waiting for him with patience. Rovella will part of the Bianconero midfield for the future, next to Locatelli and Fagioli. You see, Di Marzio is answering the question of earlier about Fagioli and Rovella. But it's true, Rovella, Fagioli, Locatelli. But I'm scared, I tell you. I'm scared about McKennie. At a certain moment, you can't have like 125 players. And then there is another picture. Quiz for those with insomnia. Maybe you can play. Those with minds like face scanners, nerds of the Panini album. Who are the three boys in the center of this Juve Toro photo? All three players played in Serie A. Can you guess them? I don't know if you are able to see them. It's a bit small, maybe. Oof, that's heavy. This one is quite easy. The other ones are a bit more difficult. I don't know, but it's small for you and you will probably not see it. So if you are in the Telegram group, guys, I will not spoil it, but if you are in the Telegram group, you can play. Probably you can play. I don't know. I think I guessed. But I guess what it is. Okay, good. Wait, and because there was another comment, I don't want to miss it. A comment from Mlaggio. I can't see your comment here. Yeah, here is your comment, Mlaggio. Beppe, your Champions League videos are great, especially when Inter lose. It will never change, of course. I don't like Inter, guys. As a Juve fan, when they lose, you can against whoever, and when they lose, I smile. I can't do it. There is too strong for me. I don't like them. So they lose. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Thank you, Mlaggio. Really appreciate it. Let me go and write and read what you are saying. Tchouaméni is the missing piece. It's too late for Tchouaméni, Rad. It's too late. Mandragora is over, you were playing the game. But Marchisio, I think yes. Marchisio, I would go for Marchisio. Marchisio is the easy one of the picture. Probably Deschelli as well. And the Torino one, I don't know. I'm not sure. Boh. Marchisio Deschelli. And from Torino, I don't know. Boh. I don't know. 1 hour 27. Was a good life. Now we'll continue to watch my anime. I love the anime. I'm watching, what is the anime at the moment? Kingdom. Guys, mamma mia. Top. Kingdom is top. I really like it. Someone on Twitter, they told me, watch Kingdom, so I started. I'm at about 26 or 27 episodes. Mamma mia, Kingdom is really good. Beautiful story, yeah? I really like. Really like. I don't know. Demon Slayer, my son is watching at the moment. I can't see everything, guys. It's impossible. But no, I know it's a really beautiful how they drew it and so on. I should do a channel about anime. I like. Can be. I don't know. Can be. So now Demon Slayer is good. I like Kingdom at the moment. And of course I'm watching, but it's annoying. Attack on Titan, I don't like when I have to watch one episode and then I have to wait until the next week. So I'm up to date now, but I prefer when I have everything immediately, because otherwise it's annoying. Mamma mia, drama. Have to wait. You see, they speak, they go in the memory, they speak about the past, about the, and then you watch, it's over. Don't do anything. I have watched over 50 anime, and my two favorites are Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. But Attack on Titan, I tell you, I like, but now it's a bit. But you see, I'm anime fan, of course I am. I don't have. Wait, I have a lot everywhere. I have a lot of. But you know them. I have a lot of things here. From Naruto to Dragon Ball to all that. I love. Death Note is good. Is good. I didn't finish. I started with what was the name? Monster. That is a really great story, but it's really slow. Monster is really slow, and when I watch really in the late evening, then I fall asleep. It's not okay, because it's really slow. Ozark. No, I didn't watch Ozark. I know it's good, but I didn't watch it. Buonanotte, Stefan. You see. Captain Tsubasa next to Pitturicchio. Of course, it's Captain. Actually, to be honest, this is because this you don't see. But here you have the anime of Dragon Ball. For the people that were telling me about Dragon Ball, you have the Dragon Ball ones, and then you have Captain. Look how great. I was looking for in English you say Mark Landers, because you know that Mark Landers he went to Juventus, but I didn't find him. So you see all the people are saying good night. They don't care about anime, and you are correct, guys, because it's a Juve channel. Buonanotte, Muhammad Morten. If you want a good love, then watch Peacemaker on HBO. Guys, HBO. I have Amazon Prime, Netflix, Disney Channel, Apple TV. It's a lot, it's really a lot. Attack on Titan, great. Buonanotte a tutti, and tomorrow I will do the video in the morning, of course. We need more views for the videos in the morning. We need more likes, we need more views, because they are taking so much time with edits. I try to do the best I can. If you didn't see it, watch the video of this morning. It's really spectacular, edits, news, and so on and so on. So video of the morning, and then I will be live on YouTube of Juventus for the watch along, and then the post game here on the channel. And if you are patient, maybe I can do an anticipated video for the members, speaking about the 3 big buys and the differences between, and the whys between Higuain, Ronaldo, and Vlahovic. I really want to do a video about that, like, but really with comparing the moment why we were doing well or not, and why Juventus paid 90 million for Higuain, for 100 million and more for Ronaldo. Why did we go for Vlahovic where everyone was thinking that we were broke? What did it change in the eyes of the supporters, and so on? Probably I will do that for members only in the beginning, and then release it for the other people. So that's the plans for the coming days, guys. That was it. Buonanotte a tutti, grazie, forza Juve, ciao.
pass a